What's up guys, this is Tim from Sports Guide HD and today bringing you another episode of the QPR Series. Today we got another FA Cup game. It's the first game in February of course, so the January transfer has just finished and that means transfers, and I do have some transfers to bring to you. Two transfers, and one of them was kind of forced upon me and the other one was I forced myself to sign him. So I'll reveal the transfers now. First off, right off the bat, let's do it. Right, Tom Cleverley. I signed Tom Cleverley because Chelsea came in with a £10 million bid for Alejandro Fowlin. Now he's 29 years old and he's getting a lot of red arrows saying he's not improving anymore. He's getting worse and rapidly. So I think 10 million for a 29-year-old is an absolutely amazing deal for us to take. So Tom Cleverley is the one I signed to replace him as our new deep line playmaker, and overall his attributes perhaps aren't as solid across the board like Fowlin's are, but he is a very good player and he's English as well, so positive there. Now the next one was Steven Corker. I signed him because Tottenham offered him out, were preparing to sell him, and I think some god-awful teams are trying to sign him. I think there was one from Turkey. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Bursaspor. I just couldn't let him go to Turkey or somewhere and not develop. So I felt like I had to sign him. And choice of him or Alberto Bottia, and I'll choose him every day. Corker. So Bottia's gone out to Werder Bremen on a loan with a view to permanent. So hopefully he'll be going soon. Other than that, that was all we did. How is Fiero doing? Just actually. Not bad. Fiero is doing very well, as is Andrade. He's doing okay. He needs to be doing a little bit better, but it's not bad. Now, fixtures. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go, fixtures. What we played? Where were we? Where were we? Southampton? Yeah, Southampton game. And we won that 2-0. With Frank Tabanu scoring with Theo Walcott. Then we played Manchester City away from home and lost 4-3 in a great game. Nathan Redmond got 2 goals and Lukas Podolski scored. So that was the first leg of the semi-finals of the Capital One Cup. So really, really good performance actually. We lost it very late, so really good. Then went away to Blackburn and drew 1-1. Dave scored the goal. Then we played Chelsea at home and drew 2-2 with Adam Milson and Theo Walcott scoring for us. Then in the Premier League, we faced Man City and won 2-1. Theo Walcott and Adel Taarabt scoring for us. This was against their full strength team, so this is very good. Then they sent a completely rotated team and we thumped them 5-0. It was pretty awesome. Nathaniel Klein scored. Adam Milson got 2. Frank Tabanu and Joris Okore scored for us. So we are through to the Capital One Cup final and we face Arsenal in that. Then we played the first the actual game. We played the Brighton game in the FA Cup and drew 1-1 with Lukas Podolski scoring early on. Then we threw it away later on, so that's why we got a replay today. So that's today's live come against Brighton in the FA Cup replay. Then we went away to the Emirates and played Arsenal and got thumped 3-0. So that doesn't bode well for our game in the Capital One Cup final. We played them in the Community Shield early on the season and lost. We just lost them again in the league. So Arsenal, it looks like we're going to be losing that one. But then we played Liverpool at home and won 2-0. Lukas Podolski scored twice. How do we go on against Arsenal in the league? We won 2-0. So we have beaten them. We have beaten them once this season, but we've lost to them 3 times? Twice. Twice, yeah, and twice, and then we're going to play them again in the Capital One Cup. We don't expect us to lose that. And then, of course, so this month is pretty awesome. We got today's game, then we got Swansea, Reading, AC Milan in the Europa League first knockout round, first leg. Then the Capital One Cup, then the second leg, then Stoke, and then obviously the episode will be Newcastle. So with regards to live comms, I was just going to go straight to the Milan game, but I'm going to do the Arsenal game. Now, I'll probably do that as a one-off special, I guess, and then we'll do the second leg of the Europa League as I always planned to. I think I'll do it that way, so it'll be, 3 episodes between now and March. Yeah, so today we got Brighton. Today we have Brighton. Actually, do you know what? It was really interesting. I've just seen Manchester United. They sacked Luis Enrique, hired Pep Guardiola, and then went mental in the transfer market. They spent like £80 million. They brought in Marco Verratti. They brought in Leroy Fer, Ryan Bertrand, Eric Torres, Top Rack, I think that's how you say it, and Isla, or Isla, however you want to say it. So yeah, Man United went mental in the transfer market. Other teams, I don't think there was that much activity otherwise. Arsenal didn't do anything. Man City, what did they do? Nope. Chelsea? They always do something. They must have done something. Yeah. Oh, just, of course, fouling, of course. Tottenham, I'm expecting they did something because I bought 2 of their players. James Milner. Why? Nagatomo as well. That must be for marketing reasons. Liverpool. He's a good player, actually, to be fair. Plays for Inter Milan, doesn't he? No, Liverpool did nothing. Quite a quiet window other than Manchester United. I don't quite know why they panic buyed, but I can only assume it's just because they've appointed Guardiola and he didn't like the players they had. Although their squad at the moment already was amazing. They got I think they got like Neymar in their team. So I don't quite know why they felt the need to panic buy, but they did. And today I've rotated the team a little bit, just because I need to give some players some games. I've been thinking about what I might do this summer, because I was looking at our goals, and Theo Walcott and Podolski each have both scored 10 goals in total in all competitions, which is just not enough. We need those two are our superstar strikers. They need to be scoring goals, and unless they have an amazing second half of the season, I'm thinking Podolski. I might move Podolski on because he's now 30 years old. Might try and sell him in the summer, as well as Abel Hernandez, and promote Carlos Fierro and possibly either Mason Bennett or Andrade, and bring one of those two in alongside Carlos Fierro to replace them with, and then use the money I make from Podolski, the sales, to buy some new gens for our under 18s and stuff, because at the moment I don't think we've got any under 18s or reserve team players. That was a great goal by Nathan Redmond, and that reminds me, actually I've offered Tom Ince, Nathan Redmond, Junior Hoylett, and another player, Reece Williams. All of them are signed new deals or are about to sign new deals, and Okore, I tried to get him to sign a new deal, but he was just asking ridiculous amounts of money, so I didn't offer him the deal yet. But we'll go back to work on negotiating his contract very shortly, I think. Now, with regards to the Fowlin sale, I sold him, as I said earlier, I sold him because I want to realise he's... Jackson scored, whoever Jackson is. Who's Jackson? Who is Jackson? Which Jackson is it? Oh, Simeon Jackson, the Canadian player, plays for Norwich, I believe. I think he used to play for Gillingham. I always liked him because I remember when Notts County had money. Well, apparently had money years ago. When it used to be really cool to play with them on FM, I used to sign him all the time, and he used to play amazing for us. There's a great goal there by Hernandez, good finish. So yeah, looking to realise Fowlin's value, as I have done throughout this series, trying to realise players once they get to a certain age and they start to decrease. If we can sell them on, once they're just past their peak or about to, in the middle of their peak, and just before they start to decrease in ratings and stuff, then I'm going to do it. Particularly because I want to try and get some cash as well to try and hopefully build a new stadium. So anything we can do there helps. With the signing of the new contracts to players, I think it was Reece Williams and Tom Ince signed deals for more money than they are currently on. But that was only for by £2,000 extra. So all of them signed really good deals. Junior Hoylett signed his deal because he said he loved the club, so he was more than happy. He signed the same deal. He was on £57,000 a week or something like that, which is a lot more than I thought he was on. So it's a bit annoying that he's on such a high amount of money, but I can't get rid of him because he's one of our best wingers, I would say. He's so he's always really good, either scores goals or creates the goals, and you can't ask more than that. I was thinking about attacking midfielders, whether or not I should sell one of my attacking midfielders like Tarap, Giuliano, or Tessera, but I'm not prepared to let any of them go. Adel Taarabt, because I just feel like, oh, we've scored. Nathan Redmond scored. I can't get that Taarabt go because he was just beastly for his last season. He's not played so much this season, so potentially he should be the one to go. But as I said, I just can't bring myself to sell him. Also, I think he's now homegrown as well. I can't sell him, and I can't sell my 2 Brazilians because I think there's beastly players. So I can't really. I just don't want to sell any of them. We need to make a change. Corker's coming off. He's had a great game though, apparently. Or Corker, sorry, Corker, not Corker. Corker. Away at Brighton at the whatever their stadium, American something stadium. I don't think Gosport's in charge. We've played Brighton before, I'm sure we have. Sure we've played Brighton before at some point. Possibly in the FA Cup. Last season? Maybe, I don't know. Loire. Oh. Looks like we're going to, unless we really mess this one up, it looks like we're going to get a good result here. Conway swings it in. Loire. Oh. We've cleared it. They've changed their formation to a 4-3-3. The signing of Cleverley, I'm pretty pleased with the signing of Cleverley. I think he's not I don't think he's an amazing player, but I think he's a good player. Like, I don't think he's just, you know, he can do a lot worse than signing Tom Cleverley, particularly. And the big pull of him and Corker was they're English, and I've tried to add more English players to our team. And also, I think that Corker might not actually be, but I think Cleverley certainly. I think he's an England international on this now. So we now got what? Ince, Redmond, Klein, Gibbs, Rodwell, Corker, Cleverley, Bennett. Anybody else I've forgotten? Reece Williams, you could potentially say, is what, Australian, Welsh, and something else. I think it might be English as well. And then you got Coleman, so he's a Irish right back. So you know we've got a lot of home nation players now, a lot more than we had originally. And now also, actually, I think Junior Hoylett and Adel Taarabt are only players who actually play for. We won 3-1. Are only players who actually play for QPR in real life now. I think Junior Hoylett and Adel Taarabt are the only ones we've got left. Top of my head, I can't think of any more. Oh, we're through. We've got to play Blackburn. See off Brave Brighton. Okay. As long as we're okay, fine, delighted. Nathan was great. Done. Right. Another reason I'm looking to sell Hernandez, it says ends goal drought. It was like 10 hours of not scoring. He's got his record's not been very good this season. Only 3 goals in total. So he scored today, so fair play to him. He's got 17 finishing, 15 composure, and he's solidly quick and strong. He's a really solid player. So I mean, I'm not desperate to sell him or anything like that, but Podolski's one I might. He's been in good form lately, but 10 goals is just not enough. I mean, it's only 15 games, 3 bench appearances, 10 goals. So really, not a bad rating at all, but it's just not 20, 30 goals that you want. And the reason he's not playing so much is because he's not banging the goals in left, right, and centre. So I've got no reason to play him all the time. If he was scoring, 2 goals, a goal every time he played or anything like that, like. Those you got to bear in mind that the 10 goals is like 2. He scored 2 in one game. He scored, I think he scored 2 in another game. So it's like few and far between. But when he does score, he scores a couple at a time. So might look to move him on in the summer, particularly because of his age and that wage. So we'll have to see. With regards to fixtures, next game, as I say, will be the Arsenal Capital One Cup final. And I think, having just thought about it quickly, if the first leg of the Europa League game goes really bad and we are like 4-0 down or 2 or 3-0 down and we don't look like we're going to be able to go away to the San Siro and win, then I think I'll just carry on because I don't want to waste my time doing a live comp of a game that was pointless. So I'll definitely do the Arsenal Capital One Cup final game, and it's going to be really difficult because we've lost them a couple of times now, only beaten them once this season, so I have to see. With regards to the league table, I forgot to show this actually. We're on 35 points. We're having games in hand. We've got a game in hand on a couple of games in hand on the teams above us, but crucially, Tottenham are in 4th. Got a game in hand on them, and they've got 6 points more than me. So hopefully we can move up the table, and still the race for 4th place is still on. We'll have to see how it goes. But until then, Leave a like on this video, and I'll see you guys next time.